One thing I've noticed about playing The Sims is just that, like, if, well, at least when I'm playing Sims, like, since I'm used to just like sitting there playing the game and playing games in silence, it doesn't seem like I'm really doing much in the game. Like, you can see that I'm playing it, obviously, but something about it just seems like I kind of just like zone out and forget that I'm recording, and then like, by then I just end up not talking anymore. So it's just like a long period of silence, and I'll sit here playing this game for 2-3 hours at a time, saying nothing, just sitting there playing the game, just flat out, no sound, nothing but the game. Then out of nowhere, I'll just say something, or like they had a little radio in the game. It was playing a song. I hadn't heard the songs from the radio on this game so much that now I know what some of the songs are, and yeah, they're not really saying like actual like words. Well, they are saying words, but not like in English or any language I've ever heard before. I think it's like some sort of specific random language they made, for the game itself. But I've heard a lot of these songs so much that I just about know the words from like I would to any regular song I listen to. And honestly, I think that's kind of sad because, well, I don't know what else to do in this game to have like the Sims fun go, but I also don't know like what exactly to do in the game besides what I have done, which mostly just like in the video I'm watching right now to that I'm editing. I just completed a milestone in the game for one of my Sims by literally making a baby room because one was pregnant. And apparently one of the Sims, which I now know is the one that's pregnant's mom, her milestone was to own at least 10 items for 10 child items. That's what it was. Had to make a nursery because the girl was pregnant. And me not thinking about it all that much, I'm like, well, usually when people have a baby, the baby's room is separate from their room, so why should it be any different in The Sims, right? No, that was my mistake right there because them babies cry a lot in this game, and it seemed like Sims don't want to like is this game still going? Oh, it's still going, yeah. Sims, like, when they have kids, if they're like really tired, because you know they have, of course, even in real life, if you have a kid, babies cry at night, and you still have to go to work and stuff. And I'm pretty sure like some places you do get some form of like maternity leave, but even still, it's like I noticed that in The Sims, like once they have the baby, they're like extremely tired, and the energy doesn't really go up all that much. Because then once you finally get them to go to sleep, then the baby starts crying, and then you gotta wake up and figure out why the baby's crying and stuff. Then go back to sleep, and then something else happens. And then also I realized why people say the 100 baby challenge in The Sims is so difficult, because I know like so far in this game, I'm not even in this part of the video that I'm editing yet, but I know in this game my Sims have this one Sim had, I believe, 4 or 5 kids. Yeah, that's about right. Because to me, I'm thinking like, well, what if I wonder what it would be like to actually have toddlers and babies in this game. It's so annoying. It really is. Because I know, like, I've been and watched, well, I haven't had my own kids yet, but I've, like, had to babysit, like, my cousins and my nieces and nephews before. And I think my youngest nephew is 2 right now. And like playing this game, it really made me realize kids don't know how to work stairs. I've seen my nephew refuse to walk down the stairs before. That's just because he wants to pick him up. But it never really hit me. Oh, he doesn't really know how to work stairs. He doesn't know how stairs work. They don't know how to eat. They can't like make their own food. But in this game, it's like they can go downstairs, but they go downstairs on their hands and feet. I'm pretty sure my nephew's done that before. But then it's like, if they go downstairs on their hands and feet, how do they reach up on this tall table and grab a plate of food and know to take it and then just walk with it and sit down somewhere and eat? How? The toddlers don't even have enough knowledge to do that, but they can't do anything else. And of course, like in real life, You have to teach them how to, well, you don't teach a, how you do, wait, do you teach a kid how to eat? How do you teach a kid to eat? I just thought about that. How do you teach a baby or a toddler to eat? That's just something that like you I guess like naturally you know how to do that from the time you're born. But it's just like in this game, obviously since they're kids, they can't cook. They can't get up in little high chair things on their own. They can't wash themselves. They can't clothe themselves. Well, actually, no. In this game, I think they can. They do change their clothes now. They can put on their own pajamas and stuff. But they're just like, just the thought of a little kid walking around with a plate. Just think about that in real life. That kind of scares me because it's like this kid got a glass plate with food on it, and they're just walking. Go from the kitchen table, reach up, grab a glass plate. How did they not fall? How did the food not fall to the floor? They picked up this plate on their own. How? Because I'm pretty sure, like, most toddlers, like, with how small they are, how are they even able to reach up on the table and get it? I get, like, some toddlers are bigger than others. Not all of them are, like, really, like, small. But even still. Just, like, how? I don't know, something about that just doesn't seem like, something about that just isn't making sense to me. And it probably should, and it's probably kind of dumb, but right now, at this very moment, it just doesn't make sense to me at all as to like how a toddler just thinks, oh, this looks like something I can eat. Of course I'm gonna put everything in my mouth, but even still, like, oh, this looks like something I want to put in my mouth. And then just reach up, grab it, walk away with it, and then sit down somewhere and just start eating it. Like, I've never seen a kid actually do that, but I've also, I've seen my nephew put, I think it was like a piece of paper or an eraser or maybe even dust or something in his mouth before. I don't know. I've even seen little kids put pennies in their mouth. I was one of those kids that, well, I would like to assume I'm one of those kids that put pennies in their mouth because for some reason I know what keys and metal and pennies taste like. And people always ask me, like, how do you know what they taste like? Well, how do you know what chicken tastes like? You eat it. Duh. It's the only way to know. You put it in your mouth, like, oh, I don't like this. There's no other way to know what it tastes like but to put it in your mouth, right? I've tried to light a candle with paper before, so of course I know what that smells like. I've even tried using, like, that was one of the life hack things. They said you use a toothpick to try to light a candle. Them toothpicks burn pretty fast, but it is wood. And the smell of it is kind of nice, but I'm not going to go around just burning toothpicks just because I like the smell of it. I'm terrible at lighting candles, and the lighter I have in my room to light said candles with sparks a lot. It doesn't even want to light anything. There's still a lot of lighter fluid in it, but for some reason I don't know what I did to it or what whoever's it is, because I found it in the house somewhere. Whoever's it is, I don't know what happened to it, but it was working fine when I first found it, but now it just keeps sparking. It don't want to actually light, and then when I do get it to light, it pops a bit. Like it'll spark, light, pop, then go out, and then I light the candle, and then before it goes out, or I try it again, and it won't go out. Oh, my nose stopped up, and then like candle with it. Why the flame on the candle got popped like that? Like it pops as if the thing's about to explode. Like, you know, you just hear it. It's like just a little small pop. I've even seen it. It's just like it flicks like it's about to go out, and you just hear a popping sound, but then it's still lit. I'm like, what is causing it to do that? I don't know. I didn't do anything to it. I just lit it. And now the candle got left. It's in this little glass jar I got from Bath and Body Works, I believe. The wax is around the outside of the jar, and the whole middle of the candle is melting, but the wax on the side isn't. So the wick is so far down, I can't even light it with the lighter without burning myself. And it's in the glass jar at that, so that makes it even harder to do. Just gotta reach in this glass jar with the flames from this lighter going up my thumb, and I'm not doing that. So of course I try a toothpick, I end up dropping the toothpick in there because it burns faster because it's going down and air is, I guess, around this. It's something about air going around the toothpick that makes it burn. Excuse me, that makes it burn faster or something. Because I don't know what it is, but it's like if I tilt it down, it catches on fire faster. But if I tilt it to the side, it catches on fire slower. But if I tilt it up, I'm gonna drop it on the floor because it's a toothpick that's on fire and I'm not trying to burn myself. And I'm terrible at lighting candles, I have learned. But I also really like the way candles smell. So I don't know what to do with that. And I don't even know how I got from talking about toddlers and babies in the Sims to candles, but I truly don't care. I really don't. I'm just hoping that actually I don't know what it is I'm hoping for. I'm just I don't know. This video has 2 hours and 40 minutes left. I'm only at 21 minutes still editing. And I swear, me and editing videos is probably the worst idea I've ever had, just because I'll sit here, watch myself play this game, trying to edit it, then think, oh, what if I try to do this in The Sims? Think, oh, I want to play The Sims, to try to test this out, then record that, then they're playing for another 2 hours, have another 2-hour video of me playing The Sims, but I never even finished editing another one. Like just the other day, I was recording this video, I was editing this video, I got about like 3 videos in one because the first one, it lagged so badly, you couldn't even use the rest of the video because it was just frozen for like the whole thing. I ended up doing the whole end of that video. Then I had the second one because that one was only about like 5 minutes long, just about like by itself. After I got rid of all the part that was like the screen of just being frozen, like you could barely even hear me talking because it was frozen. And in some spots you could, but in others you can't. Then the second video, you can't hear me saying anything at all. And again, the video is lagging. I don't know why it is, but it is. And well, actually, I do know why. I'm pretty sure it's because I have so many videos on my laptop of me playing The Sims, and I also have The Sims on here, and I downloaded Plants vs Zombies. So there's not much space on my laptop anymore. So I had to take the videos, put them on a flash drive, and with the flash of my music for YouTube is on, because apparently, well, I already know, but I can't use the music I want to in my videos because it's all copyright. And that sucks. But yeah, this one's all. Oh, my nose is really bothering my nose. But that's all on a separate flash drive. But even still, there's not much storage space on my laptop, even after I got rid of those videos. And it's mostly the ones that I was already done editing that I put on a flash drive, just in case, well, you're on YouTube and I don't know, life happens. So I have the videos on that flash drive and with the music, but now there's not much space on there, so I can't put more videos on there. So I have a second flash drive with the videos from my PlayStation on there, so I can edit those. But I keep playing The Sims and making more videos, and I don't like editing my videos, but they're freaking 2 hours long of just silence and lag. And who's gonna watch that? I don't even want to watch it. I really don't like sitting here for not even like several hours. Maybe like I sat down, it was about like 11:45 when I started in this video. It's 12:15 and already I went on a whole separate tangent, listened to music, trying to figure out which ones to leave, which ones to keep. Found a video of me talking, a little recording of me talking about something that happened in my psychology class last semester, and decided, oh, why don't, since there's not much talking in this video, I could add that to the video and have that playing, me talking while I'm recording the video. And it was like, what if I just go and see if there's recording app on my phone already, and then I can use that and maybe sit here and talk while I'm editing the video. But I didn't got so into just talking into this thing right now. This thing's going for about 15 minutes now. My phone is dying, and I had to pause the video because I can't edit and record this at the same time. But it is so boring to just sit here just doing nothing but watching this over and over again. I can't even eat and do this because it's so boring. It's like, I'm fine playing the game, but when it comes to actually editing the game itself, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. It's boring. And I know that's the downside of trying to upload videos to YouTube, but still, if I listen to music while I'm editing the video, I'm going to get distracted by the music. So then I have to sit here, play nothing, and edit this video. Then I get tired, want to take a nap, and then get distracted, and then my mind goes off and do other things like this. And then eventually I end up not editing the videos, and that's a whole thing where I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and I'm just now actually getting into editing my videos a lot more because I have Shotcut and not some other video editor that isn't gonna piss me off all the time. So yeah. I can see why people like doing these rant videos, because then it's like you can just say like whatever, like within some sort of bounds, I guess. But you know, you like it's like everything you want to talk about to other people, but there's no one around to talk to. You just record it, and then you say it, and then you upload it to something to share with people or something. I don't know. I also don't know if my videos are either too long or too short, because it seemed like from what I've seen on YouTube for my analytics thing on there, most of the videos that I have, that the people that do watch them that aren't me only watch about up to about 10-15 minutes in the video, and then they stop. But my videos are like 30 minutes long, but some of them are like, I think one of my videos is like 45 minutes long, if not an hour. But most of the videos I've done so far, me playing this games, is like, oh, maybe I should add this in, maybe I should add that in. But no, it's interesting to me because I played it, and I think that's something that should be included. But to other people that haven't, it's not that much of anything. Like right now, one of my Sims, somehow they broke the radio, and this dude's sitting there trying to fix the radio, using a screwdriver to screw something in his hand and create a pile of trash. And now they're gonna all be uncomfortable because he left a pile of trash there from somehow magically fixing this radio without even touching it. Just okay. Sims Logic 101, I don't know. And I think another thing that kind of screws me over is that I watch people play Sims 4 on YouTube. So then after I'm like, as I'm watching videos, like maybe I should try that in the Sims 4, see if I can do that. They made the house look like an actual house that someone lives in, and not like a game made it look like it's like something livable with all these plants and stuff. And me not growing up in a house full of plants, I'm just like, yeah, plants do take up space, but they're real plants, and even in this game, if the Sims don't water them, they're gonna die, and they're not gonna water them unless I tell them to. And I'm not on here all the time, and my own Sim died because I'm trying to do this thing where I don't play the game until I'm done editing these videos. But of course, that's too hard for me to do because I want to play the game, but I also want to record the game so I can upload me playing the game onto YouTube. Because, well, life stuff, I don't know something. It's weird. I'm weird. I don't really care, but yeah. I just sort of like, when I'm watching these back, I'm just like, oh, I should add this to the video. Maybe leave that in. Nope, take that part out. It's lagging. This is interesting when I'm not saying anything, but then also in some of the videos, you can't hear me saying anything, so there's no way to know what I said, because I don't even remember what I said in some of these videos. And then watching them, you can't hear me talking in like at least maybe the first two out of what I've added to this video so far, maybe if not like 1.5. And watching it back and listening to myself talk, I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree with what I said, but then like, or do that. It's like my thought in the moment of something is one thing, but then later on I'm like, yeah, that was kind of dumb. Why not just do this instead of that? Yeah, smart brain logic. No, must not be, because I didn't think of it. But I heard him watching the video back, thinking of it. I'm like, I could pause this, add a little audio clip to it somehow. Like, I was wrong. But, no, I'm not doing that. Because if I did, there'd be too many of them. And, it did take me forever to just edit one video. But then again, so far, the this one video has taken me I want to say about 5 days, which is about a week, but not really, because like I'll wake up, get dressed, eat, watch something while I'm eating, then start editing until about 12, eat, go back to editing after I'm done eating, and then at some point cook dinner, still edit, go to sleep, still not done, do it the same day. I think I got like 3 days of editing, like 3 straight whole days of just editing in. But then again, I get sidetracked, so it's not just all editing. It's like editing plus other side tangents in between. And then also, I didn't edit at all yesterday. Well, I started to that morning, but then I left and had I went my mama somewhere yesterday, so I hope you can't really hear that in the video, but yeah. So I started editing that morning. We didn't get back until almost 3. Didn't start editing at all. I started cooking. That fish took forever to unthaw. I think by the time I actually ate, it was like almost 8 o'clock, and then I didn't go to sleep till like 10:30. And then this morning was just like, maybe I should not sit in the chair all day and actually exercise a bit. So I did that, and it was like, I need to finish this video, otherwise I'm just never gonna do it and it's never gonna get uploaded. And at that point I should just delete it. And look, there it is, it's lagging. You can actually tell that she's pregnant now though. I'm gonna just keep that one part in and keep the rest of this lagging stuff out, because get rid of you. Goodbye. Catch up, laptop. Come on. One of these days, my laptop is gonna die and it's never gonna come back on, and I know that as a fact. So even me saying it now, I know I'm probably jinxing myself, but I know it's gonna happen. This thing dies at like 50% sometimes, and then other times it dies like 12%. It just shuts off. No notice. Tells me, like, it might say your laptop is low on battery, and then it just cuts off. Wait, what just happened? I might as well just remove that thing. So I'm at 23 minutes in the video and still have 2 hours and 40 minutes left of this. I see why people like to kill their Sims in the game now. It just seems to make everything a lot more interesting, I guess, because if you just play the game like as is, it's kind of boring after a while. But then also it's like, the only thing I kind of like in the game is just trying to build stuff. It's in like how all the different ways I can build it, and then put stuff in it to make it livable. But also I only have like 3 packs in this game now. When I first started playing this, like I think in the video I'm playing now actually, I had 0 packs because I don't want to buy them. I really don't. I know that makes the game more interesting to buy stuff, but also, what if I could just play the game and use what's there, and that's it. I will say that the little university pack thing that they have is kind of interesting though, because I think it was the door in the Sims actually looked like exactly like the door to my dorm room. But this year I didn't even have a roommate. I did last year, but she left after the first semester. So after the second semester last year, and yeah, the spring semester last year and fall semester this year, I was in the room by myself. And of course I've always had the room to myself because, well, I just have. So I was honestly fine with it, but then it was like, another person's in the room. Where do I put my stuff? How do I navigate my stuff to not like take up too much space with your stuff because she needs space for her stuff, and I need space for my stuff. But I have a lot of stuff, so where do I put my extra stuff that I have no space for? I can't put it with her stuff because then that's gonna take up her space. But then it seems like I have too much stuff and everything's crowded up. But then I end up getting more stuff because I like stuff. I still don't know what to do with that Harry Potter one that got a Comic-Con either. It's just sitting in my closet. I also got some plastic kunai knives in a little brown box that says Naruto on it that I bought. I was really hoping those things was real, but they're plastic. Which kind of sucks, because at one point I was thinking about taking, somebody told me that I should, like, take some command hooks, or, like, some nails or something, put them on the wall, and then put a shelf on the wall, and then put the knives up on the shelf, or on some sort of hook or something on the wall. I thought I was like, well, yeah, I could take a command hook, put it on the hook, but then what do I do with the box? The box is part of the novelty of having it, but also it would be better if it was metal. Because then I could actually use it if I wanted to. Like, I legit was just sitting there like, what if I actually could use these little kunai knives to, like, cut an apple or something? Like, that would just be funny. You see what, like, instead of using the actual knife, just use this diamond-shaped ninja knife. Just in my room, just chilling, just randomly, like, just eating an apple, just take it, and just use that to cut it, not a knife, not like a regular knife. I don't know why, but that is just something. The main thing I was thinking about when I bought those things was just like, I want to cut stuff with this, and if it's real, if it's metal, like I'm thinking it is, because that's what it looked like in the picture, I'm going to cut my food and stuff with it. But it's plastic, and it is hard plastic, but there's no way that thing's going through an apple easily. It probably can't even go through it. Well, it probably could go through an orange, but there's no way it's going through an apple. It might go through a grape, though, but... well, I need to cut a grape. I kind of forgot what I was at in this video again. Now, I'm gonna just end this little audio recording thing right here. This is supposed to be a test of this app since I had to download it, but this thing's been going on for about, it says 31 minutes now. Wow. I'm done.